Hi everyone, it's Greg and Taya Fisher from BecauseWeHaveToday.com. And today is our 15th wedding anniversary. It's a really awesome time for us. We're really grateful that we're together. A year ago, for our 14th wedding anniversary, we really didn't think that we would be together today. Greg had had some very serious complications from vascular Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, and we had just found out that this was even our reality. And so it was a really rough time for us. But we're grateful that we have today to celebrate, and that we are together, and that we have eternity, that we're still together forever. We wanted to come on today and tell you a little bit about how we met, and also leave you with some great inspirational thoughts.
So people often ask us how we met, and when they ask us, we get this huge grin on our face because it's an unusual story. In 2002, I had just gotten off my mission, and about 3 months later, we were at a mutual friend's birthday party, and what's interesting about it is the place that the party was being held. It was at a haunted house. And so when we tell people that we met at a haunted house, they often joke and say, they ask if I was working at the haunted house. And we tell them no, that we actually met in line and we were part of the same group.
So what happened is we met in the line for the haunted house. I had met Greg, and he was like really new off of his mission. He was really awkward around girls, and I noticed this, but I still thought he was kind of cute, and we talked and kind of hit it off. And then this scary monster guy came out while we were standing in line, and it just scared me. That my first reaction was to grab his arm, and when I did that, I could tell that I had really made things awkward for him and for me too. And also, it's just not really in my nature to just jump and grab someone's arm. But I knew that if I didn't ask him to just continue holding his arm, that I would just keep grabbing it, because I am not very great at haunted houses. I needed to hold on to something. So I asked him if I could hold his arm through the haunted house, and he said yes. And so it was still a quite awkward situation, very stiff and formal, but we made it through the haunted house, and I knew that night that I was going to marry him. I just knew it.
The reason I was so stiff is because, like I'd said earlier, I had just gotten off my mission about 3 months before. And when Taya asked if she could hold on to my arm, I said yes, obviously. And then I thought, wow, this is great. But what do I do? What am I supposed to do? Like, she's holding on to my arm. What does that mean? And fortunately, she was able to look past that, and we were able to continue to meet with each other, and we went on multiple dates, and about 5-6 weeks later we were engaged and got married about 5 months after that. So like Taya said, this last year we weren't sure if we were even going to be together for this anniversary, for our 15th. And a lot has happened in the last year, a lot of ups and downs, and that has led us to wonder how we make it through the hard times and how we're able to hold on to hope. And a lot of it for us has just been having an eternal perspective, realizing that there's a lot of things in this world that don't really matter, that are just distractions from what really matters most. And one of the things that has helped me is to just be able to be grateful for the little things that we experience on a day-by-day basis. One of the experiences that I had recently is just that I hold dear is that I was able to hold my 2-year-old son, who has some physical disabilities, and he just has a sweet spirit, sweet heart, and he and I were just playing with each other, and I was holding him, and I just realized, this is this is what it's about, is just being able to be with each other and just make the most of every moment that we have and not take it for granted.
And for me, the whole being able to look at the eternal perspective of things has sometimes been the only thing that gives me peace and that hope that Greg's talking about, because just knowing that this life is a short time and it will be over, and then we have the rest of eternity and the purpose of this life. And when you think of things in the eternal way, it's a lot easier to not sweat the small stuff, to remember what's really important, what's really worth your time and thought and energy. And it's easier to be present in the moment, like Greg was talking about, enjoying those small moments. And there's been a lot more times in the last year that I've just paused and thought, wow, this is a great moment. I'm so grateful that I have right now, that we have this moment together and with whatever's happening. And gratitude has been a really big thing for me in the past year, and I know it has been for Greg too. Gratitude is really powerful, and in my post last week I did talk about this, but it's so powerful that we wanted to really talk about it again, and invite you all to take a little gratitude challenge and to express gratitude. Try it for a week. There's three different steps that we would like you to try. So number 1 is to write in a gratitude journal for 5 minutes a day. There are so many great benefits from writing in a gratitude journal. It's really amazing how powerful it can be to write in a gratitude journal. Just go and Google the benefits of gratitude and writing in a gratitude journal, and you'll be amazed at all of the wonderful things that can happen and how it can change your mindset so that you can see the positive things and not just the negative things. Also, the number 2 thing is to express gratitude to somebody else every day. And the number 3 is to express gratitude to God. And though it will just change your life if you can do that. I know it has changed my life.
It's changed mine as well. I think it's wonderful when we are able to look outside of ourselves and look at the beauty that we have all around us. There's so much that we have that we can enjoy. Just, for example, looking at a sunset and just being appreciative of God and the time that He has taken to make beautiful things for us to enjoy. I think that is a powerful way that we can move past some of the challenges and despair that we have in this life.
Totally. I think that's one of the biggest things that's kept us going this past year is gratitude and being able to see the positive in our situation. And so we encourage you all to keep this in the forefront of your mind and to practice expressing gratitude. And especially if you're going through something hard, try it because it really does make a difference for you. We'll talk to you later. Check out our website, becausewehavetoday.com, and also follow us on our Facebook page. Thanks.
Thank you.